Welcome everyone. Welcome one, welcome two. Ewok Templar. Diablo floor. How y'all doing? Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. What we have here is failure to communicate. I did exactly what I said I'd do. I went in here, I remapped my Paragon levels, and I was right. These big, what's it called? These legendary nodes are the name of the boards. So this is conduit. 10% increased damage. Hooper stinks. Static surge. Here we go. Static shock. 30 mana regen like crazy. Fundamental release. Vulnerable, burning, or critical striking an enemy. They take 10% increased damage from you. We're not going to worry about the ultimate stuff. We're not even running ultimates right now. This is actually something that connects with Fireball, damage to burning enemies. We just went straight damage. Now we went damage and we went, of course, cackling energy and electric. Here we go, Enchantment Master. That one's very good. I don't know why I didn't run that with everything now. But, as you can see, strangely enough, this new setup made our critical strike damage go down from about 1,200 to 800%. But as you can see with the other stacks that go off, it don't matter. Damage from crackling energy is already 225%. Damage versus elite 200%. Like, it all comes together. Managed to get our movement speed to stay at 200%. We didn't have to go use Blue Rose. Now to show this off, like I'm doing anywhere from 20,000 to about 500,000 just from the cackling energy. Now, someone in the comments told me that cackling energy doesn't count as a skill, so it's not going to generate more cackling energy. Well, thank God the Fireball does, as the enchantment. And also, it doesn't count as a skill, but for some reason, it counts as a skill when it comes to this. While Unstable Currents is not active, your shock skills have a 40% chance to trigger a free cast from it. Because I combined it with that, and I've just been getting free familiars, free, what is it called? Static discharge? I forget what it's called. I don't know why I forget what it's called. Charged bolts. I used to really like that in D2. You get free charged bolts. You get free ball lightnings. And funny thing is, the free ball lightnings are still powered up with all my ball lightning enchantment increases. So as you can see, look at that. 200,000 just walking by, got a free, what's it called, lightning spear just for existing. It's pretty nice. I've had free lightning spears make free lightning spears. It feels like I have unstable currents always on. Granted, the free stuff doesn't pop off instantly. Now, this is super good against crowds. And honestly, I fought a couple of world bosses with it, and it's not great. It's not the best. It's definitely not what you want for a one-on-one, but you can still put up a fight. Especially if you just throw ball lightnings and chain lightnings at them. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. but I've been having a real good time. We're about 17 million away from leveling up again as well. And I believe we're about 40 million away from reaching 7.5 billion gold. So we're looking mighty fine. Big stridations. A nice wide, a girthy baby is being produced here. Like a regular baby, but it's made of lightning. It's wide. It's wider than normal babies. Hence the name girthy little baby. It's somehow girthy, but also little, shaped like a tuna can. It is wider. It's a baby that's wider than it is long. That's the best way to describe the amount of lightning damage you're doing right now. A wide baby, longer than its length, wider than its length, stranger than most, but effective. If you're looking for him and you were wondering what the hell a Bailey is, this will guide you to it. No doubt. No doubt. Beans and rice. Everything's nice. Yeah, I've been having a good time. I'm playing my other characters too. Got my Fire Sorcerer up to level 55. And then I got my Rogue up to 53 or 52, I forget. It's like from my downtime from grinding D4, I just play D4. I play more D4 to different characters because I really want to start clearing out my inventory because I don't want to make other characters as well. Think about the druid, just because that one guy told me about the druid that keeps on attacking while moving and how fast he can move, and I'm like, maybe he's the fastest when it comes to slicing and dicing, but I am curious about the rogue as well. Also, the thing I'm doing with my fire mage, it's like a fire, it's like half fire, it's mostly fire. It's like 80% fire, 20% lightning. But the lightning is just there for teleport and the arc flash. And what he does, he just goes in there and he chops the wood. He just goes in there, sucks him up. Like a tractor beam. Whoosh whoosh, no lie. Oh, we got... Wow. Treasures. I'm gonna hit this hard and fast. Go as we go. Go as we please. Hit them with the old left, right, hold A, press start. Oh, we got a stronghold in this one? Very nice. Very nice. Uh-oh, he's immortal. Oh no. Looks like Lata. There goes a free familiar. There's another free lightning sphere. It's like we have mini unstable currents always active. And you see they can kill anywhere from just 1,000 damage to well over 200,000 damage. It's crazy. I'm not even using the Fist of Fate right now. Next time I use the Fist of Fates, which strangely enough makes our toughness go down. I guess because we lose the variety. And also the 5th upgrade from the blacksmith. But we get that random damage. Relentless. And approachy. Because I want to get as many kills as possible. I don't really care about completing the ritual too fast. I'd rather go for the kills. Right now, we're stirring the pot. Stirring the pot. We're cutting up leeks. Slicing up freaks. Keeping the recipe original. See, with these speed emotes, there is a speed above 200%. I just wish I could reach it all the time. And not be limited. I can't even tell what's going on right now. Feels so good. Everything looks like a Christmas tree right now. Everything sounds like a big old choo-choo train. One chain lightning could ruin a man's day. What are we doing? Gym shrine? Big bling bling, big shine shine. One thing I discovered, it sounds wrong when I say my man. I can say my boy, or my boys. I can say that man there. Every single time I say my man, it just sounds so wrong to me. I can say my main man. That sounds fine. But I can't be like, look at this, my man.
My savior.
Ah, it just sounds wrong. No one can be my man. There's something wrong there. It clinks up. I don't know if it's my accent.
Bless you.
My guys. That seems fine. My dude.
Wouldn't have made it.
My dude sounds wrong and right at the same time.
Bless you.
I think it's because deep down I know I'm saying my dude ironically. But not in a pretentious way. In a stupid, silly way, more likely. Oh, let me stand here and think about this for a second. Like the connotation. I think my voice just sounds too white sometimes. There's certain words I say and it just sounds wrong. It sounds like there's prejudice behind it. And I'm not prejudiced, but at the same time,
Over here.
I hear it. I'm like, oh man, it sounds like prejudice though. It's right there.
Over here! Help!
My friends were using the Fajit word quite often. I heard myself say it and I said to myself, oh, that don't sound right. I think this is a word of hate. Now the more I hear it, the more I dislike it. I'm like, oh no, this sounds like separatist talk to me. Let me find, I never looked it up. I never bothered to be like, is it though?
A meager reward.
Is this a hate word?
That is all I have.
Even if it's not, it sounds like it to me. So I stopped using it. Other than just now to describe it. But I didn't know how to describe it without using it. It's not as infamous as the N-word, which I've replaced with N-wa in my lexicon. But still, can't say my man. Every time I say my man, I hear it and I'm like, oh, no. Go back. Every time I say my man, I just see the Steve Buscemi meme of, hello fellow teens. Hello my fellow youths. I'm like, you shouldn't be, no one's your man. No one should be my man. Reminds me of work as well. At work, whenever someone crazy showed up, one of our customers who was not all there, I had this one coworker who would constantly be like, yo, your man's back. And point at him. I was like, why is he gotta be my man? Just because I talk to them like they're normal does not automatically mean that we hang out. Alright? Just because I'm crazy in a more, what's it called? I don't even know how to describe the difference. Okay, one could be close. One's regular crazy, then one's close to like criminal genius crazy, or villain villainry crazy, you know what I mean? They obviously have problems. I can sometimes look and sound like I don't. Most of the time. But once you get to know me, you go, oh yeah, this guy's on something. This guy. Back in high school, people thought I had a plug. Coca. Thought I was on coca just because my ADHD was so powerful and unique. And when people got to know me, I actually got comfortable with them. I would go full auto with my mind butter with them. I would talk to them like a Rapidash. It was very hard to try and explain to people that nah, never did it, never will, because I already have quite the caffeine addiction. Strong like the wildebeest. Cautious like the prairie dog. Stout like the Viking. It covers a lot of bases. Even right now, I have a Mountain Dew next to me, mixed with a little bit of cranberry juice. That's something I like to call a Cranadoo. Which, I've never called it that before, I just invented that right now. But yeah, can't say my man. Doesn't roll off the tongue right. Sounds forced. Reminds me of you ever watch that show where you ever watch that show Lawman, where what's his name? I might blank on his name. See, it's Steven Seagal. Where Steven Seagal pretends to be a cop. And it starts out, yeah, I've been on the police force for 15 years. And I'm like, what? It's banana sandwich. Whenever I say my man, it reminds me of that. Because, like, sometimes he would, like, change the way he talked when talking to certain people. It felt weird and forced. I can't be the first person to talk about this, because there's one part where he's, like, teaching, trying to, like, pretend, acting. That's essentially what acting is, pretending. Mad props to anyone who can cry in command, but anything other than that, I'm just like, whatever, dude. You just kept on playing pretend. You just kept on connecting to your inner child and kept that pretend juice flowing. I'm not impressed. I think anyone could do it with just the minimal amount of training and the right amount of no fucks given. Except for crying on command. Method acting seems insane but effective. I'll give it that. I find it unnecessary but impressive. Remember when Christian Bale lost all that weight for the mechanic? I was like, what? Get out of here. You crazy. You crazy. It works though, but you crazy. But did he die? That's what some people might say, you know? But did he die? And you know what? Respect. Yeah, respect. He didn't die. Still though, can't say my man. Total disconnect. I said it once in front of a black girl, one that I was interested in, and I could feel the ooh. You ever feel the oof for someone else? God knows I felt it that day. I wouldn't say that that ship had sailed at that moment. To be fair, though, that ship sailed way before that. Way before that. On the plus side, we're only a few minutes now away from level 272. 23 Skidoo. I'm surprised I've been having a really good time with this again. There's something about... I have a third wizard that's pretty much doing this, but on a lower level. It's because I'm experimenting with doing all lightning. 100%. This was the wizard, this was Alicia, the one I was going to make Conjuration, which, after I played with it at a lower level 40, I was like, this is alright. Feels like I'm just staring at the bottom of the screen looking at my cooldown. It was working very well, though. Enemies could rarely get close to me, but at the same time, I couldn't watch what I was actually doing on screen. I had to watch my cooldowns, and then I would look up after all the enemies are dead, move to where the enemies were, start summoning stuff again, then just sort of monitor my cooldown. Alright, now it's time for Familiar. Now it's time for Ice Knives. I talked about this before. Ice Knives, I really just like Ice Knives now. I like the idea of Ice Knives. Ice Knives are awesome on paper, but once you use them... Where is this? I have no idea where this wave thing is supposed to be. Oh, it's this guy on the ground. I thought they were a dead body, that's why.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you...
Thank you, Wanderer. But Ice Knives is super disappointing. They move so slow. That's the problem. I don't understand why they don't move with the same speed that Familiar does. Like, you spawn them, and it takes them half a second to realize they exist, and then they fly towards an enemy at, like, slower than you can move, and then they slash. They might hit one guy before they despawn. That's how slow they are. I feel like Ice Knives need a buff. Because compared to a Lightning Spear, and how broken Hydra can be, it's not doing it. Familiar is good just because you can pop out a few of them real fast, and it recharges fairly quickly too. Also, it conveniently matches your elements, so if you're still doing like a one element build, you can still have a second conjuration if you wanted two conjurations. Definitely better for ice, because Ice Knives kinda... they need something, I don't know. Someone tell me if they made an Ice Knife build and it was like the bee's knees and you have to do something special. Because Ice Knife, I've used Ice Knife and I'm like, what's the deal with Ice Knife, man? What's it trying to do? Because it looks confused to me, it looks lost. Dark Monolith and Volcanic. The gold rushes over here weren't loving me. Look at that. You see that big blast? Big blast of energy comes out of me, the ball of lightning's for free. Funny thing is, I think because those ball lightnings are also getting buffed as well. They're coming out as level 11 ball lightnings with the bonuses from Strike of Stromhorn. I think they're also spawning the two cackling energies for free. Cackling energy doesn't count as a skill, except when it comes to this enchantment for some reason, and one of the unstable currents enchantments. But what he was trying to tell me and warn me was like I couldn't just stand there and be the generator. The cackling energy won't kill something and make a cackling energy. But that's like why I'm also running. I guess he didn't notice this. I'm running the enchantment, Spark enchantment, where killing an enemy has a 29% chance to form a cackling energy. And it doesn't specify how it dies, just that I kill it. So technically cackling energy is making more cackling energies, because I'm killing them with cackling energy. So I get what he was trying to warn me about how it can only go so far, but it sounded like he hadn't played with his build in a while and he was going off of old information, so I won't hold it against him, because from what I can tell, it is counting as a skill in some regard, and there is a way that cackling energy can get more cackling energy to spawn. So that's two things he was wrong about, but we'll forgive him because it's like he might be going on dated information. Because I didn't like cackling energy when I first used it when Diablo 4 first came out, because it works differently. So now... Also, he said something about how static discharge doesn't work with cackling energy, but literally now it, well, at least now it says critical strikes with shock skills have a 30% chance to form a cackling energy. So it's doing something to make more cackling energy. It doesn't work with cackling energy's damage, but from what I've seen, as long as I buff lightning damage and cackling energy's damage directly, like what I have right here, 47% increase on this ring, it gets certain bonuses like it's a skill. So I don't know if it's being treated like a skill now, but there are certain things where it acts like a skill. Operating mission failed successfully, I guess. Because after the update, it seems like you could, especially if you combined it with this, that every 1 second, I just zap someone for 802 lightning damage. This effect is treated as a shock skill, so that means it also gets the buffs for shock damage, so that 822 is also getting multiplied by at least, what are we looking at? Just 1,600%. No big deal. The decent buff. We'll give it. It's doing something. You gotta give me that. I'm just gonna skip that volcanic one. The volcanic one, even though it can't kill me anymore because I got my toughness so high, and we have some decent fire resist. It can't one-shot me unless I literally stand on it and forget that I'm standing on it. Not to mention my build is about keeping on moving now. Just keeping on, keeping on. I still don't like it. When I first thought my character was a golden goose on this difficulty level, it was the one thing that could still one-shot me in like half a second. So I don't trust it. It's the reason why I started putting a ruby in my amulet, for that fire resistance. Dang volcanic post. ET didn't used to be able to just delete enemies like this, like they're nobody business. He actually had to stop and fight a little bit. Journal page.
Was easy. Making my way across
So in the midst of that chaos, in that crazy, crazy chaos, we would run into a problem. And that problem was simple. We couldn't see the ground because the screen was covered in junk. Ma'am? Oh yeah. Can't wait to see the Fist of Fates. Look at all those 300,000 damages go off. I think the reason it doesn't really work against the world boss is because, like, I think they buffed him up now. Because I remember before the last update, I could walk up to, like, the undead world boss and kill him in, like, 3 moves by myself. But now they have a decent health bar. And see, like, all these crazy big numbers of damage from the static energy? I guess I mean, he might have added some resistances and some buffs, so maybe that's what it was. Because when I walked up to him, all of my static discharge was doing about 7,000 damage. None of them, and that was their critical hits. None of them were peaking at 200,000 or 400,000 like you're seeing right now. Kind of excited. I know my ball lightning has hit someone in the face for 3 million at one point. But next time when we try out with Fist of Fates, we won't have the generator won't be as strong, but the damage will be higher. It'll be quite the big disparaging rates. Like, you'll see things as low as 20,000, but definitely things as high as 300,000, and maybe even higher, depending on which of my Fist of Fates I use. I'm excited. So to wreck. So excited. Put a big boy pants on. Activate the device. I have a question. They ever start giving women pockets? I think they should. Their pants cost the same price, but the fact that they're just skimming pockets off. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like you're squeezing the customer now. What's happening? Oh, I'm not done. I did it again. I did it again. I saw an XP thing flash across the screen and I was like, alright, time for the next dungeon. I'm not even done with this dungeon. Been in this room for a long time. That's why I asked. I think they should have pockets. Seems weird to me that they don't. And it's still just like totally legal. Charge the same price of pants, but these pants have pockets and these pants don't. That's weird. Not to mention they put fake pockets on it. And it's not false advertisement because nowhere does it say, hey, these are totally real pockets. No, they don't. It doesn't say that anywhere. They let you assume that they're real pockets. If I had a clothing company, all the pockets would be real. I'd even have zipper pockets on women's pants. You know, they invented that, like, device so that women can pee standing up. You remember that? I think though that company should employ some vertical integration and start making women's underwear that has a little flap too. So you just keep the device with your little flap underwear and there you go. Vertical integration can be used for good, but it's mostly used for evil. And I think that's why it's been so talked about lately. A lot of companies have been pushing for it. You're making the chips that cause the diarrhea while also selling the diarrhea medication. Like, the next step would be to put the coupon for the diarrhea medication on the chips, then put the coupon for the chips on the diarrhea medication. That'd be the next step. Speaking of vertical integration, I'm surprised the companies that make pants that don't have pockets don't make like a belt that has pockets attached to it.
The old Zakarum church is supposed to be empty.
Get there!
They're here! Get ready!
The only way out of this is to fight.
Call it the ladies' utility belt. Like a tool belt, but feminine and for everyday use. Ladies' utility. For a woman who looks at a purse and says this isn't combat efficient. And a backpack seems risky. And a fanny pack is unflattering. Comes the ladies' utility belt. Just funny, because if you put a brick inside of a purse, it does become slightly combat efficient.
Something for your troubles.
I didn't even see how much damage I did to that thing. I don't even know. But it died, though. And that's the thing I want to focus on. I just realized the band Nonpoint uses the word everything a lot. They have several songs where the word everything shows up.
We're separated. My friends were cut down. I won't last on my own.
Like a reoccurring theme.
I can't take anymore.
The hell is this? Oh, okay. I thought I did something wrong.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead. Think I can manage from here?
Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go talk. want to show you guys my... Oh, there's 272. There it is. Progress. Affirmation. Consequences to my actions. Beautiful. Growth. Character development. Look, it's happening before your eyes. But as I was saying, I want to show you guys my rogue and then my fire wizard. I've been having fun with them. They're not as efficient as this. And they're definitely not helping me yet. They will though. Once I get them to level 60, then we don't have to just watch Decima zap everything. It won't be as efficient though, because she's definitely has the speed factor on me. But I'm hoping that as we increase in level, something will reveal itself. Some sort of speed effect for the other people. The other characters in my life. And then maybe once they're level 60, we start working on another character. Maybe a druid. God, it makes me so sad if I could get another brand new character level 60 before I make it to 300. But it is what it is, you know? Touches the squeezers and it says yes to the pleasers. They're dead. Let's move on. Yeah, the rogue's been doing like a combination of vulnerable with the throwing knives and then flurry. I like flurry a lot because you can teleport a little bit to the enemy. It's pretty nice. Same thing reason I like Shadow Step. You can get on over there. I'm gonna avoid the volcanics for now. They're not a big deal, but they're fine. They're fine. Fire Witch is pretty much same but different.
No treasure down this hallway. Beginning to think.
I mean, I'm still using Fireball, but I started using it with Meteor. And I didn't know this, but you can temper your weapons. Your arcane focus and whatever hand weapon you have to make it to where Arclash can strike, has a chance to strike twice. I didn't even know that was an affix that could happen. I don't know if it's a random affix that can happen naturally, but it's a tempering affix. I didn't know that. Now that I do, it's pretty nice. You can really slice and dice someone up, Julianne style. And the way he's made and the way Arclash goes, like, he starts moving faster and faster. Like a perpetual slicing machine with fiery explosions. It's not too different from what we're seeing here. But it's more like up close and personal. Now if we combine that with close damage, oh yeah, now we're cooking. Honestly, it's surprising how much he can get done with just with a basic skill, just with Arclash. So yeah, I'm super happy that unstable currents enchantment says that cackling energy is a skill, so now we get just free ball lightnings and free lightning spears every now and then while we keep on moving. We're casting spells without having to stop to cast them for free. remember I talked about how ice seems to get a lot of stuff for free, but now this lightning build is getting so much stuff for free. And the better part about it is, the more enemies I have, the more it goes off. It's like its own generator of death and destruction. And as you can see, the familiars, them going off is making the archer pods go off. Getting these free archer pod launches. It's nice. The rules have changed in my favor. I like to drop a lightning spear every now and then because you can see for some reason it makes it go crazy. So all the free stuff we just got for a split second. It's hard to see those random ice novas go off as well because of Orsavane. So, on higher difficulties, it'll be quite useful. Right now, it's pointless, but it's beautiful. Adds more color to the screen. That's all I'll ask of it. That's all I'll ask of it, man. Oh man, I was just thinking about Kitty the other day, too. Spicy floor. I could spend that point. But right now I'm so in the zone, auto zone style. It's just not possible.
Rivers of crimson to open the door at the bottom of these tunnels. Our sacrifice shall be rewarded. Salvation is within our grasp. Oh, hail the unholy mother and her divine...
I'm separated. My friends were cut down. I won't last on my own.
Humans. They like exploding, you know? Can't say they never do anything that's not unfamiliar to them.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead.
That's how it's done. So easy it can be. If the price is right and the body is willing, you can do anything you set your mind to. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Oh man, it's been a while since I had a sneeze. You ever been asleep and had to wake up sneeze? That happened to me a couple of nights ago. That's a weird feeling. I remembered it because I don't think it ever happened before. I don't think I've ever had to wake up to sneeze.
We have held out against the damn wolves for 3 days.
All these years on this planet.
We are not.
Set a finger on this eye.
And I've never once, until recently, was in a deep slumber.
Without water or food, we won't survive waiting for him. I told you that we should have rejoined the main caravan. And now here we are. About to be another victory. You there! Please!
They're here! Get ready!
The only way out of this is to fight.
Well, we're doing well. Thanks to my enchantments, that it just charges them up. Generating itself. How was y'all today?
You deserve this.
What kind of power level I need to reach in real life, where the action happens around me, as I just stand there relaxed, confident. You know what? And I remember that. I learned that lesson actually from an anime. I learned that from Bleach. That if you want to get some action, you have to become the center of attraction. You guys remember that? And I try to live by that every day. The consequences of my actions have made me the center of attraction. Some big science happening here. It's putting me into experiments that not even I can comprehend. Once again, the nexus of causality show themselves to me. Because I think the problem is, when it comes to women not having pockets, going back to that, is it's a balancing issue. All these guys out there have these cargo shorts that have all these extra pockets. And let's face it, all they're using them for is to get dollar burgers from McDonald's into the movie theater. But they have like 6 extra pockets out of the original 2. It's pocket displacement is what's happening. the companies are taking away the women's pockets and putting them on guys' cargo shorts. Oh man, it's just like the Tao said. For every yin, there's a yang. And I think that's the problem with women's pockets, is that the yang of men's cargo pants and cargo shorts is just so strong. It's causing pocket displacement. I think we're onto something. We're gonna have to write a book. Pocket displacement theory. The haves and the have-nots. It's like this disparaging wealth gap. How what's supposed to be a trickle-down economy is shaped like a spire right now. It's been that way for a while.
My latest discovery tracing the path of the legendary Abbot Abbasi, Chaldean aqueducts.
And no one wants to fix it because rich people need to be richer so they can buy space yachts. And if someone's space yacht is bigger than them, then they have to save up, make more money to get a bigger space yacht. It's all about exclusivity and feeling special when you know deep down you're not. Honestly, it's kind of sad.
Mentioned this place being infested.
It's like a professional motion machine.
I shall see what time has done to this place.
Needing the approval of people you dislike, and they don't even like you. You dislike them, they dislike you, but you need to have the bigger boat than all of them, even though none of you like each other. So it's completely pointless, and it just keeps on getting. You just need it to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So it just gets sad and weird, and at this point, you start to have pity on the super wealthy because it's like all that money and they're still unhappy. They're so unhappy that they have to post about it on Instagram and TikTok and get affirmation from people being envious of their stuff. Because, let's be honest, if you were happy with what you have, you wouldn't need to post about it. You would just be happy. You wouldn't need, like, if you were truly happy, why would you need someone else's approval of your happiness? That reminds me of the whole other creator's problem. Started attacking me, and all I did was compliment them, and it made me feel sorry for them because it showed me that where they stand is literally so weak and frivolous that someone with 100 subscribers who post once every 3 days or so somehow hurts them in their mind. So that made me feel sorry for them and super disappointed me. Told me that they had no cards in play and everything is just a house of cards ready to burn up and fall down at any moment. Because if they truly were confident in their works, they wouldn't have said anything. They would have ignored me. Said never meet your heroes. And can't lie, I am very disappointed. I can understand if I did something wrong. If I was guilty of something. But... honestly, my life has been very... content and mediocre. But at least I kept everything legal and moral. No question. Hopefully, I'll be able to help them all. This level of self-destructive sociopathic complacency is just on the cuspice of making everything implode on itself. And I'm sorry, I cannot become part of such weakness, no matter, even if it is the normal. I think we could squeeze one in. This might be one of our most efficient runs ever. Excuse me, sorry. I had fried chicken for breakfast, leftovers from yesterday's dinner. And this is my second Mountain Dew, so. But we're okay, we've been working out long. It's going good. It's getting easier too. That's the awesome part. Now, it's pretty much at least 5 to 10 minutes every day. And getting a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And every now and then, we go a little bit harder when we're not sore. But we've been practicing muscle confusion, you know?
What sweet music calls me. A hymn, a song, so soulful. On the waves, amongst the crowd. There's nothing in nature that is certain. 7 of us go on the motto.
What if there's something further than that? Is there like muscle surprise?
To know that the tomb will never linger in your host again.
Like, do your muscles listen to you?
Guide my hand.
Could you be like,
I played away from the creature. Let a
could you like sneak attack him? You know what I mean? Could you be like talking out loud, man, I'm totally not gonna work out today. And then like psych, and you just jump down. You just drop and do 20 right there. And the muscle's like, oh, I didn't expect this. Did they get muscle surprised? He sounded so confident in the fact that he wasn't going to do anything today. But then he did something. And now I'm off base. I'm coming in from the left and the right. I don't know what to do. Not only am I suffering from muscle confusion, I am muscled surprised. I don't know if that would work, but I'm going to try it. The razzle-dazzle effect on the muscles. Just if you just say it loudly with confidence, you know what I mean? Oh man. Not only will I not lift today, I'm not gonna have any protein. And then just bam! Just like right to the side. Make it like however you do it. Whether it's a shake or actual meat, make it without looking at it. Like, oh, I don't know what I'm cooking. Well, I don't know what's going in this blender. Because your muscles don't have eyes, right? You can totally surprise your muscles. It's like when someone's going through ninja training and they hire one of their friends to attack them randomly. Then keep their skills up. That's gotta be a form of muscle surprise, right? Oh my god. No, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Excuse me, sorry. On the plus side, we're 272 now. That means not big as a jump as I thought it would be. Once again, that's about a 14 million jump, which if we're doing about 2 million XP just on regular dungeons without the even without the XP bonuses, because like let's face it, when we do the Forgotten Wisdom, that's a 10% bonus, and then the Elixir and the Sands are each 5% each, so it's like it's about 20%. So that means for every million, we're only getting about an extra 100,000 XP. So even with about 2 million every dungeon, with all that XP boosting that we're doing, we're only getting about 200,000 more XP on top of that 2 million. So basically, you'll feel the effect every 5 dungeons, because then you'll get 1 million XP on top of the 10 million you just gained. So, and if 5 dungeons takes you anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes each, I mean, that's not that big of an increase. What is that? Like another, like, I think I said this last time, many streams ago. That's about, it goes up about 30 minutes every level. So, it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure once we get to 284, like they say the big disparaging rate is, maybe we'll be looking at an hour increase every level, but that's still like nothing in the grand scheme of things. Should we go for total armor and total resistance, or total resistance and total resistance? It doesn't matter, I guess. Anywho, I'll clean this up later. I kind of actually want to show off my other guys and give Decimaudio a little break. Show off my rogue. We'll go a little bit longer today. Today's a good day. I have a good feeling about today. I have a good feeling about the path we are on. I think one thing we're working on, we definitely need some more daggers and a bow, because we're still sitting on legacy. All amulets definitely the thing we need to get. But definitely was working on movement speed. Our obols are full though right now. I start grabbing some stuff. Hold on. I actually don't need obols right now. My obols are full. Well, I grab a couple of equipment delves. I don't know if I'll use them all right now. Put the obols away. I'll put the regulars away so we can just give those to Decima. Let's just run a quick equipment. Got a bag of obols in the inventory just sitting there. And the breakneck bandit ghoul's king's blade. Whoa. At 40% fury, though. I kind of like the flurry bonuses. Dare I wield 2 swords instead of 2 daggers? Is that legal?
Finest jewels in Sanctuary.
I'm gonna have to wait for Palpatine to make it legal. Is that the thing that's gonna happen? I don't know. I've been having fun with this, though. Been keeping it simple, keeping it clean. Go to the Bailey. Or the Belfry. Oh, yeah. I think we actually got her up to 151% movement speed. That's pretty nice. Look at this. Look at this. Thumped. Then it takes you back. And when you're still wailing on them like crazy, but your big hit is only 3,000 damage compared to your other character that's hitting for 400,000 just standing there. Ooh. I forgot that was my ultimate. I want to use Shadow Clone eventually, but maybe later. Maybe later. I like the big old destructo beams. I like the way little things combo with each other. Like the different aspects that, like, say, well, now that your traps now have smoke grenades attached to them, and they do damage, and I'm like, that's pretty weird. They have these weird ways they link together with the rogue. It's like, there's this one I'm interested in, but I haven't used it yet. It's like, oh, every time you use an agility ability, your next subterfuge cooldown goes down by 20%. And then every time you use a subterfuge ability or agility ability's damage goes up by 40%. It's like, it reminds me, it feels like Deckard Cain's describing things to me. 2 gems in a socketed sword make a socketed long agility. Your rogue has many melancholy alchemies to be discovered. Sometimes when you go left, you'll go right twice, and your enemy's heads will explode. I'm like, oh, this is pretty neat. You have to pay attention and read a lot, but the rogue is pretty neat. I thought about this the other day. They're kind of a weird combination, like a watered down assassin from D2 and a watered down demon hunter from D3. But they work. They work just fine. They're interesting. And as you can see, my Aerostorm thing goes off like a lot now for some reason. I think it's based off Lucky Hit, but for some reason with these daggers, it just goes off. Just getting free Aerostorms. One thing I really like that I did that really changed things up was I didn't know you could do this. Is like put the damage to close enemies just right there. Oh god, this is volcanic. We gotta pay attention. That can easily kill my rogue here. I know what you're saying. I was like, why didn't you make this a flurry build? They did! Right now I don't have the right thing equipped though. I don't have the circle flurry. It works just fine. Just where I had that on one of these. Flurry deals, da-da-da. Oh! That's why it's not working. One of the daggers. This one had to flurry damage you in circles. My bad, everyone. Completely unequipped the wrong blade. I just found that unique legendary dagger. I thought that was pretty cool. Seems semi-universal as well. What does it do? What's it all about? Weapon mastery? Oh, okay, never mind. With that weapon mastery, yeah, it's for rogues. That attack speed increase, though, it's pretty nice. You feel it. You start just slicing and dicing them. Like Ushu's ferocity on a wizard. You start stacking. Get that speed. Look at her, look at her. Can't stay still, though, because these dang volcanics. These dang volcanic enchantment on this nightmare dungeon. But they can't just wiggle left to right a little bit. You can throw some caltrops at them. I also have the rogue's bonus to level 3, so you get a 30% bonus to distant enemies as well. Not only do we have a bunch of close damage, but if they're far away enough, there's at least a 30% damage bonus against them. Such power. Such arrogance. Honestly, the amount of damage we're putting out just with the daggers by themselves is pretty good. The flurry, though, it has a bunch of things stacking on it. With this enchantment, makes a circle, 35% increase in damage, and then this one, 50% increase, 20% chance to stun enemies. So we're getting 85% damage boost from these two enchantments. So like it can really goof someone. Especially since I'm also doing vulnerable. Oh man, you hit someone while they're vulnerable and you have a full charge on your flurry. Oh. You're making gravy, baby. I said it once before. I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again. You can slice them up like a julienne salad. All their bits and bops. Everything. You want to be a slap chop person? You want to be a Victor Zaz maniac?
The old Zakharum
You want $500?
supposed to be empty.
The rogue has got your back and more.
Splitting
But additionally, I made this out of spite against Sanders. Because I got the title Murmuring Maniac unlocked because of all the what's it called?
There isn't an escape.
World events I did. I think you unlock Murmuring and Maniac. They're both like separate parts of the title. The things like there's a first piece and a second piece that you can choose from, and those are the two you unlock for reaching 100,000 ovals. Before the standards were like a huge problem when this game first came out. So I actually made standard shame to just run up to them with the Murmuring Maniac, and all I do is point at them while standing next to them. And since back then getting your movement speed high was like difficult without being a super high level, she only had like 120% movement speed back then, but that was enough to just run away from most people that didn't have a horse. After I pointed at them. Look, a stander. It's a scrub. Hey, we got some rewards. Nice. Look how much 10,000 XP used to be. Back when you were level 52. Ooh, another manual. Oh, hopefully we'll get an amulet out of this. No! I'll grab those boots, just in case. What are they? Oh. That is a big boost to Dex. We might upgrade to those. Eh, maybe not. It doesn't have any movement speed already on it. Probably leave that alone. Piercing wind of intimidated imbuement. Got the damage, but it loses the attack speed, which we don't really need the attack speed. That's the only arrow skill we're using. I forgot what this was called. Rapid Fire. Very similar to the Demon Hunter's Rapid Fire. I still think the Demon Hunter's Rapid Fire was more broken. Because I remember the Demon Hunter's Rapid Fire had a way to where it would get, like, mana back after it did damage. I don't think this one does that. Energy cost... Oh wait, yes it does. Gain 15 energy per cast or Rapid Fire when it damages a vulnerable enemy. So all you gotta do is make someone vulnerable, and then shoot them. And we have our ways of making people vulnerable. For example, the puncture blades we were using. Well, that stacks off nicely. I don't know where I'm going to put this point. Probably in Shadow Step to get it to level 5. But you know what? Let's go over. I wanted to show off my Fire Wizard as well. As you can see, the rogue is simple but effective. I'm liking it. Can't wait to see what happens when we get to level 60 and unlock all those Paragon points. Yes, I know. Madra, really? Tongue-in-cheek, cliche, cringy. But you know what? I stand by him. I stand by him because the build, it fits so well. It fits his personality so well. We got Meteor Size. We haven't unlocked a Cronette yet, but when we do... Buttery Biscuits, we have Teleport. He's using a sword instead of a wand, just to add to more flavor, just to add to the roleplay even more. He's got the big cooldown on the Teleport, as big as we can get it right now. Doesn't have any dungeon keys. No, we'll just go talk to the spiders. It's fine. But this is all about being a sorcerer that gets up close and personal with a bunch of fire and flames. Which he's what he's doing, he's just stacking stun and immobilize. And I feel like that plays into the roleplay too, because now he's using his oh no. Oh no. The loading screen, it's locked. It's okay. We have ways of escaping. Yeah, but his eyes... What is it called? The Sharingan? That's what causes them to become immobilized. And what causes them to be stunned. And then he's doing the bonus damage to things that are immobilized and stunned. Oh man. His Incinerate, I'm very happy with his Incinerate right now. But the thing to beat is definitely just his regular Arc Lash. He's got like a 39% chance of Arc Lash hitting twice. As you can see, because of the helmet. Because I'm using that one enchantment that says every time you cast a Pyromancy skill, it hits an enemy, they get immobilized, and every time you cast a shock skill, your movement speed goes up. Oh man. He goes up. Not to mention every time we use a basic, we're bringing our cooldowns even further down. Where am I? Where are we? Oh, we're right here. There's nothing here. Someone was here. That's okay, we'll go to the big spider area. Some level 40 sorcerer or necromancer was around here, I can tell.
We got separated.
Hello, adventurer.
My friends
Weakness
were
discovered me.
I won't last on my own.
Burn the adventure. You see, we're getting free meteors randomly. But incinerate. I like it. I like what I've done with it. Especially the size, the length of it. I'm hoping that the bigger you get, it actually gets wider. I was hoping I might have to get that enchantment that gets you like the triple incinerate. It lowers its damage a little bit, but it makes it wider. I'm hoping incinerate size also combos with that, so we can get the majestic flame dynasty going. But until we get Crown Cornet, I mean, there's some fat meteors. There's some fat free meteors. But honestly, the lash attack is where it's at. Just doing this, combining this with just teleport, getting 3 meteors.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead.
It's a good time. It's fun.
Think I can manage?
Doing something very similar to what Decima does and just run through a dungeon, because you can just like just try carving your way through them. Just like the 5 Kage Summit fight. Excuse me. Madara stuff gotta do. Everyone else can you just hear the Disturbed Indestructible song start playing? Where are you, spiders? Where are you? Slice and dice. Of course, he also has a little bit of close damage upgrade. But it's mostly it's mostly just meteor size and incinerate size. And a combination of enchantments. Oh my. Do I go here or do I go there? I think I go over here. Alright. Alright, let's talk to old Sunny Boy. Shelob. Oh, did I miss one? I missed one somewhere. Here it is, it's over here. Walk past it. Keep in mind, this character doesn't even have Paragon's points yet. So you can imagine, once we just buff all of the fire stuff, we're definitely gonna get the enchantment boost. That's Mata. Oh, you got his vampire rage go off there for a second. Oh yeah, I think this one, you're stacking your basic attack speed. You enter a vampiric blood rage when you reach max stacks, which makes your damage go up by 50% and your movement speed go up by 15%. Real nice. Just stun them randomly. Stun them if there's 5 close enemies. This one, I feel like people sleep on this one. This one's really good. You deal 9% increased burning damage to enemies for each second they remain burning, up to 45% after 5 seconds. Additionally, you deal 25% increased burning damage to enemies that are not healthy. So as soon as they become injured after you're burning them, they're taking 25% extra burning damage. And then it goes up an additional 45% if it makes it to 5 seconds of just them being on fire. So it comes like to a total of an additional, what is that? 80%? What is that? Right? No, 70%? 70% additional burning damage if they're still alive after 5 seconds. You combine that with your 35% damage to stunned and immobilized. I mean, it stacks super well, as you can see. Not to mention we built everything towards immobilize except for, I think, Meteor. And Firewall's doing the mana regeneration. We do have all prominent skills have a 21% chance after a lucky hit to do immobilize for 2 seconds. But Incinerate's doing immobilized as soon as it hits, and so is Flame Shield. They are stunned. But it's also doing burning damage, so there's a chance they'll get immobilized as well. I don't think those things stack, but is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Got Isos Ferocity as well, so that burning damage and critical strike damage is getting buffed up and stacked like crazy as well. We haven't even done Devouring Blaze yet. We will eventually. We do have this at level 3, Coursing Currents, but we don't have the system set up. He's not level 60 yet. I don't have any of those unique boots that add to the what's it called? Your movement speed plus adds to your critical chance rating. I forgot what they're called. I have them, but he's not level 60 yet. So you can imagine once we get those boots on him, and we move that teleport enchantment to an amulet, and maybe Useless Frosty will attack slower because we'll have to put it on something else, like a ring or maybe one of the weapons. But it'll still be 50% increased attack speed instead of 75. But yeah, pretty nice, pretty awesome. You get free meteors and everything explodes around you. I was using Firewall, but it just doesn't go off enough because Firewall is when you do burning damage. When you do burning damage, you have a 25% chance with a lucky hit to get the double Firewall. And I like it, and I think, honestly, it's better because it can go off more than Meteor, but then I can't use Arc Lash, and I can't combo that with Critical Strike chance. So that's why I built it this way. Honestly, it also fits into the roleplay better as well. It fits so well. Perfectly, even. Almost too good. You know what? I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta go back to hitting the grind and working on other things. So I'm gonna leave it right here for now. Thank you all who came out today. Thank you all for future come back to watch these old episodes. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, keep on posting. See you on the next one. Y'all take it easy. Remember, the digital world and the real world are the same but different.